Hello, my name is Zach Calhoun, and this is Project 3 for Teaching Diverse Learners. My topic that I will be doing today is from Chapter 6, Exceptionality, the laws and funding of the IDEA and GT programs. All right. So, contrast and comparisons between the two. Some of the contrasts that we have here is 57 million individuals with some type of disabilities are in our schools today. About 6.5 million receive special education services, and that would be like 8.5% of our students that receive those services. 3.2 million individuals to like 6 million individuals receive gifted and talented services. 6.7 of our students are in that category. Now, special education funding actually receives a lot more than GT programs. It receives $12 billion for services, and that funding is mandated by federal and state governments. And there are laws that allow gifted and talented programs to be programmed, but there is no federal or state mandates for educations for this group. Now, funding for gifted and talented programs is very small. It can range between like $1 million to $10 million. And again, it also varies on states. So it is not necessarily equivalent to special education. Now, it also, like I said earlier, is not mandated by the state, and then most of their funding doesn't even go necessarily to local education GT programs. It goes towards scientific-based research, demonstration projects, and innovation and innovative strategies to enhance the ability of schools to meet their educational needs. Now, we realize that there is a ton of differences there, but there are some comparisons. Some of them are, even though special education programs are promised a large amount of funding, they receive about 16% of that funding. So school districts struggle to provide services for both the special education program and GT programs. Failure to provide services for those special needs students causes school districts to dip into general education funding to attempt to meet those needs for them. This affects the resources for GT programs, but also because of the lack of services for both, the entire school district suffers financial distress, and also makes these programs really together push for private funding. So in the end, you can have an opinion whether special education needs those kind of accommodations or that much money, but in the end they only receive a certain amount, and the fact that school districts are stressing to even fund these things because, again, parents do care and want their kids to be taken care of, and so they can receive all the services they need, especially in the classroom, because everybody deserves that equal opportunity. Now, again, you can have an opinion, well, what about my GT student? They need services too to help be future leaders of our country. Again, that could be something that they could do fundraising for. Again, they both heavily depend on private funding and so on and so forth. But here are just some are my comparisons and contrasts of the laws and funding between IDEA and GT. Thank you.